pre-season safety days are much the same. We hold them each spring, right before we start to get really busy again, because historically we know that when we get busy, more people get hurt. Why? Because when we're under the pump, heads down, trying to get through a mountain of work, we're more likely to rush. When we're up against hard deadlines, we get tempted to bend our rules and take shortcuts. It's not worth it. We can't let the pressure get to us. No job, no deadline, no amount of pressure is more important than making sure that we're all around for the December holidays, lazy barbecues, beach cricket, and good times with the people we care about at New Year's. Along with the pre-planning work that's part of this year's Safety Day, we're asking everyone to spend some time going over our 3 key defences. Number 1, our life-saving rules. 2, our stay safe questions. And 3, pushing pause when things don't look or feel right. When we use our 3 key defences on every job, every day, we will prevent life-changing harm. It's that simple. This month, we rolled out our new Stay Safe program. It lines up nicely with Living Safely 2.0. And as part of today's session, we're going to give you an early look at some of the content. The video we're going to watch now takes us through our 3 Stay Safe questions and shows us how easy it is to use them. These 3 questions help us spot risks and figure out how to deal with them before they have the chance to hurt us.
You're probably familiar with the Stay Safe questions, but do you know how to use them to manage things that can hurt us on the job? First, we need to understand what hazards and risks are. After that, we can use the Stay Safe questions to help keep things safe. Here's a simple version. A hazard is anything that could cause harm. Think of this rock. Right now, it's on the ground. It's just a hazard. A risk is the chance injury will actually happen. That rock is now suspended in the air. There's a risk it might fall on someone. When there's a risk someone can be hurt, we must do something to make it safer. Let's break it down with a few more examples. Take underground power services. They're always a hazard. They carry electricity and have the potential to cause serious injury. But if no one's digging near them, there is no risk. The hazard is still there, but no one is exposed to it. Now imagine someone starts digging without checking for underground services. Suddenly, that hidden hazard becomes a real risk. A risk of electric shock or worse. One risky action has turned a quiet hazard into a dangerous risk. Let's look at another familiar example. Working near traffic. Cars on the road are always a hazard. They're fast and heavy. But if you're safely walking on the footpath to grab a coffee, there's very little risk. You're separated from the danger. But if you step out onto the live lane, the risk becomes real. Without effective traffic management, one distracted driver is all it takes for something to go seriously wrong. Here's the good news. We can manage that risk. We can use traffic management to slow traffic down and keep it away from our worksite. The hazard doesn't go away, but the risk of someone being hurt is greatly reduced. Let's say there's an excavator on your worksite. Even when it's parked up, it's a hazard. It's big and heavy, but the real risk kicks in when the excavator starts operating. Now there's blind spots and potential for someone to be struck or crushed. If someone walks into the machine's danger zone, the risk of injury or death becomes very real. So, how do we manage that risk? Talk about the danger zone around the excavator. Only those who need to be there are allowed inside. Use spotters if the operator's visibility is restricted. Stay in radio contact with the operator. No one is to approach the machine unless the operator says it's okay. Remember, the hazard, the excavator, doesn't go away, but by putting the right controls in place, we reduce the risk of anyone getting hurt. So how do we actually manage risk in our day-to-day work? The best tools we have isn't just equipment or barriers, it's you. And it starts with asking the right questions. The stay safe questions. What am I doing? We first need to talk about the job and how we're going to do it. Take your time, look around and ask, what could go wrong? Look at the hazards on the job, and if there's a risk we can get hurt, how can we do it safely? What controls can we put in place to reduce or remove the risk of a hazard causing harm? When we push pause and ask the stay safe questions, we can stop a hazard from becoming a risk that can hurt us. It's that simple. If there's a risk a hazard can cause harm, then we have to do something about it. And that's how we keep ourselves and others safe.
Please take a moment now in your groups or with the people around you to talk about your own work. What are the things on your job that could seriously hurt someone if we don't manage them? How are we going to control these hazards so that we can do our jobs safely? Please keep these conversations real. Be honest and think hard about the practical things we can do to prevent injuries. Why? Because no matter how busy we get over the next few months, nothing is more important than your safety and the safety and the lives of your workmates. Thanks for being part of Safety Day 2025.